Once again, I welcome in the course Introduction to Fluid Mechanics. So last class we have discussed about the properties of fluid, and in properties of fluid I have discussed the what is definition. We have seen that the definition of the fluid mechanics, and then we have discussed some important properties of fluid, like what is density, and then what is specific weight, specific gravity, and then we have also discussed that what is the compressibility and bulk modulus, and after that I have solved the problem based on the compressibility and bulk modulus. So today I will discuss the very important properties of fluid, like that is viscosity, and then I will also discuss the application of this viscosity, and I will discuss the what is Newton's law of viscosity, and then what is the expression of drag force, and then how to compute the power, and then I will solve the problem based on this Newton's law of viscosity. So let us discuss about the viscosity. So what is viscosity? So viscosity is defined as the two adjacent layer of fluid resist the motion of each other, and we know that the basic reason of viscosity is the cohesion, and in liquid cohesion is much greater than as compared to the gas. That's why the viscosity of gases is much lesser as compared to the liquid. Let us assume the one fluid layer, uh, this is the, and flow is in this direction. This is the flow direction, and if I draw the velocity profile, so it will be like that. One fluid layer is moving, and this is at a distance y, and this axis is u. One fluid layer is moving at a velocity u, and another velocity, another layer is moving with a velocity of u plus du, and the distance between two moving layer is dy. This is moving with velocity u plus du, fast moving layer, and second one is slow moving. This is moving with a velocity u, slow moving layer. So the distance between this is dy, and this is the velocity profile. If the distance between, if the distance between two moving layer is very small, like in mm, so the distribution, then the velocity distribution will be linear. I have taken the two layer fluid layer. The first layer is having velocity u at a distance of y from the surface, and the second moving layer is u plus du. And if the distance between these two moving layer is very small, very small, like in mm, then we can see that the distribution will be like a linear. So if I write, so this velocity is, let us assume the velocity is u, and upper moving layer have a velocity u plus du. and the distance between two layers is dy. So let us assume this is d theta and this distance is dA. So we can write tan d theta is equal to dA by dy. And what is dA? So dA is u plus du minus u into dt. So dA is equal to du into dt. So we can write d theta is equal to du into dt divided by dy. So here we can write d theta by dt by dt is equal to, because d theta is very small, so tan d theta can also be written as d theta. So d theta by dt is equal to du by dy. What is d theta by dt? D theta by dt is the rate of shear deformation, and du by dy is the velocity gradient. So here there is one theory that is called Newton's law of viscosity. According to Newton's law of viscosity, what this theory says, shear stress is directly proportional to rate of shear deformation. So according to Newton's law of viscosity, shear stress tau is directly proportional to the d theta by dt. So tau is directly proportional to d theta by dt, where tau is the shear stress and d theta by dt is the rate of shear deformation. So if I remove the constant of proportionality, so it will be tau is equal to mu d theta by dt, where mu is constant called dynamic viscosity, or it can also be written as shear stress is equal to mu into du by dy, because we have already proved that rate of shear deformation is equal to the velocity gradient. So here this is the Newton's law of viscosity. Here tau is the shear stress, du by dy is the velocity gradient, and mu is a constant called dynamic viscosity. There are two types of dynamic viscosity. Dynamic viscosity mu. What is the unit of dynamic viscosity? So with the help of this equation we can write mu is equal to tau by d theta by dt, or we can write tau by du by dy. So the Newton per meter square divided by meter per second into meter. So it will be mu is equal to Newton second per meter square. So what is the unit? Unit of dynamic viscosity is Newton second per meter square or Pascal second. Another unit of dynamic viscosity is unit of dynamic viscosity mu. Another unit of mu, that is poise. 1 poise is equal to 0.1 Newton second per meter square. So here I have written the unit of dynamic viscosity mu, that is Newton second per meter square or Pascal second or poise. Similarly, the another viscosity is that is called kinematic viscosity, denoted by nu. So what is the relation between kinematic viscosity and dynamic viscosity? So kinematic viscosity is equal to dynamic viscosity divided by density. Nu is equal to mu by rho. What is the unit of kinematic viscosity? So unit of nu, that is meter square per second or stroke. 1 stroke is equal to 10 to the power minus 4 meter square per second. So here I have discussed the two types of viscosity. The first one is dynamic viscosity and the second one is kinematic viscosity. And the unit of dynamic viscosity, I have told you that Newton second per meter square, Pascal second or poise. 1 poise is 0.1 Newton second per meter square. Similarly, the kinematic viscosity is equal to the dynamic viscosity by density, and the unit of kinematic viscosity is either in Stoke or meter square per second. So according to Newton's law of viscosity, Newton's law of viscosity, I told you that if the distance between two adjacent fluid is very less, it is u, so it will be linear. This is u. So according to Newton's law of viscosity, tau is equal to mu du by dy. This distance is dy. If this distance is, if I take h, if this distance is h, so we can write tau is equal to mu du. So the upper layer having fluid having this velocity u minus 0 divided by h, so it will be the shear stress is equal to mu into u by h, where h is the distance between the fluids. So the shear force or drag force can be written as drag force is equal to tau into A. So it will be mu into U by H into A. So the drag force is equal to mu into U into A divided by H. Similarly, power can be written as force into velocity. So it will be mu into U into A divided by H into U. So it will be mu into U square A divided by H is the power. So this is the linearization of Newton's law of viscosity. If the distance between two fluid is very small, so the velocity distribution can be velocity distribution can be linear 1 degree. So let us take the question. Calculate the dynamic viscosity of an oil which is used for lubrication between a square plate of size 0.8 by 0.8 meter and an inclined plane with an angle of inclination is 30 degree. The weight of the square plate is 300 Newton and it slides down the inclined plane with a uniform velocity of 0.3 meter per second. The thickness of oil film is 1.5 mm. So if this is the inclined plane, this angle is 30 degree. A square plate, so this is the square plate, and if I see the fluid, let us assume this is the oil fluid, having thickness, this thickness is 1.5 mm. This is weight, so this component is W sine 30. So we can write weight of the plate is given, weight of the square plate is 300 Newton, 300 Newton. Area of the plate is 0.8 by 0.8. So it will be 0.8 into 0.8. So it will be 0.64 meter square. And this plate is moving with a velocity. This is the velocity is equal to 0.3 meter per second. So we can write F drag minus W sine 30 is equal to 0. So F drag is equal to W sine 30. So W is 300 into 130. So it will be 150 Newton. And this F drag is equal to 150 Newton can be written as mu into U by H into area. So if I compute the value of dynamic viscosity, so it will be mu is equal to 150 into 1.5 into 10 to the power minus 3 divided by 0.3 into 0.64. So the dynamic viscosity of oil is coming 1.172 Newton second per meter square. So this is the answer. Once again I am dictating the problem. We have to find the dynamic viscosity. A square plate is placed, lubrication between a square plate of size and inclined with an angle of 30 degree. So if I let us assume this is the W is the weight of the square plate that is given in the question, 300 Newton. So if I resolve, so it will be the two component. One component is W sine 30 and the second component is W cos 30. And it is moving down, so the velocity of this square plate is 0.3 meter per second. And this is the oil. This is oil having thickness is 1.5 mm. So the drag will act in this direction. So firstly we have to compute the value of Fd or force. So it will be if the net force, if I in this direction, so it will be W sine 30 minus Fd is equal to 0. So here I have written W sine 30 minus drag force is equal to 0. So it will be 150 Newton. So according to Newton's law of viscosity, this is according to Newton's law of viscosity, I have written F is equal to mu du by dy into area. So mu velocity is u minus 0 divided by thickness is h into a. So it will be 150 is equal to mu velocity is 0.3 divided by thickness is 1.5 mm. So I have converted in meter. So it will be 10 over minus 3 into area is 0.64 meter square. So here it is coming, the dynamic viscosity of oil is 1.172 Newton second per meter square. Let us take another problem. So a thin plate is placed between two flat surfaces D apart such that the viscosity of liquids on the top and bottom of the plates are mu1 and mu2 respectively. The viscosity is mu1 and mu2 respectively. Assume D to be very small. So it means the velocity distribution will be linear 1 degree. So determine the position of thin plate such that the viscous resistance to uniform motion of the thin plate is minimum. So a thin plate is placed between the two flat surfaces. A thin plate, let us assume this is the thin plate are taken, and this thin plate has a velocity u such that the viscosity of liquid on the top and bottom, so viscosity is mu1 and mu2. Let us assume this distance is y and the distance between two is d, so it will be d minus y. So we have to determine the position of the thin plate such that we have to find the value of y such that the viscous resistance of uniform motion of the thin plate is minimum. So for this plate we can write the drag force. So if I make the free body diagram, so it will be, let us assume this is our plate, this is our plate and moving with a velocity u. So the drag is acting, let us assume this is Fd1 and this is Fd2. So on the top, Fd1 can be written as, according to Newton's law of viscosity, according to Newton's law of viscosity, Fd1 is equal to the viscosity at the is mu1, so it will be mu1 into d minus u divided by d minus y into a. Similarly, f d2 can be written as f d2 is equal to mu 2 into u divided by y into a. So total drag fd can be written as fd1 plus fd2. So it will be mu1 u by d minus y into a plus mu2 into u by a into a, sorry, mu u by y. So if I take common, fd is equal to ua, if I common, because it is a constant, so u into a, so it will be mu1 by d minus y, mu1 by d minus y plus mu2 by y. So this drag force discuss uh, is minimum. So for minimum value of fd, for minimum value of fd, dfd by dy should be equal to 0. So for a minimum value of fd, dfd by dy should be 0. So if I differentiate the drag force with respect to y, so dfd by dy, u and a is constant, so u into mu1 divided by d minus y, so d minus y whole square into minus 1 plus mu2 by y square into minus 1, and it should be equal to 0. So it will be mu1 by d minus y whole square is equal to mu2 by y square. So it will be mu1 by mu2 is equal to mu1 by mu2, mu1 by mu2 is equal to mu1 by mu2 is equal to d minus y divided by y whole square. So d minus y divided by y is equal to plus minus square root of mu1 by mu2. So negative value cannot be acceptable, so we can write d minus y by y is equal to square root of mu1 by square root of mu2. So d into a square root of mu2 minus y into a square root of mu2 is equal to y square root of mu1. So d into a square root of mu2 is equal to y, if I take common, so it will be mu1 plus mu2. So the value of y is equal to a square root of mu2 divided by a square root of mu1 plus square root of mu2 into d. So this is the value of y where the drag force is minimum. So we have to find the value of y where the drag force is minimum. So the value of y is square root of mu2 divided by square root of mu1 plus square root of mu2 into d. Let us take the another problem. A flat plate of 0.15 meter square is pulled at a 20 centimeter per second related to another plate fixed at a distance of 0.02 centimeter from it, with a fluid having mu is equal to 0.0014 Newton second per meter square separating them. What is the power required to maintain the motion? So once again we have to apply the Newton's law of viscosity. So we have to firstly we can compute the shear stress. So shear stress is mu into du by dy. So it will be mu is 0.0014 into du. So it will, the velocity is du by dy. So 20 divided by 0.02. So the shear stress will be 0.0014 into 20 divided by 0.02. So it is coming 1.4 Newton per meter square. 1.4 Newton per meter square. So the force is tau into A. So it will be 1.4 into area. So area is given, that is 0.15 meter square. So 0.15. So it will be 0.21 Newton. So the power P is equal to force into velocity. So it will be 0.21 into velocity is given. How much? 20 centimeter per second. So it will be 0.2 meter per second. So it will be into 0.2. So it is coming 0.042 watt. 0.042 watt. So if I see the option, so D option is correct. So in the next class, I will discuss the effect of temperature on the viscosity, and then I will discuss the rheology. So take care of your health and happy learning.